kids, it's Mrs. Compton, and we're starting off today with a true or false. So get ready. I've got my favorite thing under here. Money. So, is 3 dimes plus 2 dimes and 4 pennies the same as 54 cents? All right, write it on your boards if you have a whiteboard and show your teacher or do whatever your teacher is telling you to do. The answer would be true, because 3 pennies is the same as 30 cents, right? Or I said pennies. You guys, 3 dimes is the same as 30 cents. Plus, this is 20 cents right here, and obviously 24 cents altogether. So plus 24 cents would make 54 cents. We can also, if we scratch out this dollar sign right here and we just think about it as a decimal for a second, we would say that 54 hundredths, which is the same as 54 cents. All right, next one. Next and final, I should say, because we've only got 2 true or falses today. All right, here we go. 2 tenths plus 13 hundredths is equal to 15 hundredths. True or false? All right, so I'm going to guess the room is split on this one, because 2 plus 13 is in fact 15, but is this really a value of 2? Is it the same as 2 hundredths, 2 tenths, 2 wholes? It's really the same as 2 dimes, right? It's in the tenths column. So this would be worth 2 dimes, otherwise known as 20 hundredths. So you could even think about it like that, 20 hundredths plus 13 hundredths. Well, now we can kind of imagine that that would be the same as 2 dimes over here plus 1 dime and 3 pennies. So that can't be 15 cents. It's got to be something else. It's got to be this. So this one is a big old false. All right, so we had a true here and a false there. All right, next up, kids, we've got a story here. And I want to say hi to everybody at Grandview. Hi, everybody at Grandview. We've got Mrs. Shaw Bueno, Mrs. Fairbrother, and Miss Slater making up that awesome team at Grandview. So hi, everybody. The 4th grade classes are painting designs on the tile squares to make a mural. Mrs. Shaw Bueno's class painted 3 tenths of the mural. Mrs. Fairbrother's class painted 21 hundredths of the mural. What part of the mural was painted? Okay, I included a bonus here today because Mrs. Slater's class is also going to paint some of the mural, right? They're going to paint whatever is left, and we want to know how much of the mural is left for her class to paint. So that could be a bonus for you to try out. I don't think I'm going to do this one with you today, just for you. All right, so we're trying to figure out if Mrs. Shaw Bueno's class painted 3 tenths of the mural and Mrs. Fairbrother's class painted 21 hundredths of the mural, how much of the mural is painted. Okay, so this is where it gets tricky, you guys, because we've got 3 tenths and 21 hundredths, but one is broken into 10 parts and one is broken into 100 parts. So we can't quite add them together yet until we figure out how to break them into equal parts, right? So let's think about this. Let's use a picture. All right, here's 3 tenths, right? So 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths are shaded, plus 21 hundredths. Okay, so this one actually has the picture with the hundredths, right? So it's a 10 by 10 array. There are 100 pieces. 2 of the tenths are shaded in, and then 1 hundredth. All right, so how are we going to make these the same size pieces? What can we do? Well, you might be saying you could delete some of these lines over here, but that might be a little bit tricky. So could we turn this into 100 pieces? The answer to that is yes, we could. So if we decided we wanted to turn this into 100 pieces, we'd have to make another 10 by 10 array, right? So we would be multiplying the 3/10 by 10/10. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. Get that in there. Okay, so now I can actually see I have my 3/10 is the same as, see if I can get this. Come on, we can do it. There we go. 3/10 times 10/10, right? So the action of putting this over the top, the lines putting in the grid lines, is the action of putting this in, the times 10/10, because everything is becoming 10 times smaller. Okay, so now we have 10, 20, 30 hundredths. So 3 times 10 is 30. Each piece became 10 times smaller. And now instead of having 10 pieces, we did 10 times 10, a 10 by 10 grid, and we got 100 pieces. So now that we have 30 100ths, now we can put these together because all the pieces are the same size, right? So let's do it. I'm going to just take this and start a little fresh thing down here. We're going to make this into 30 100ths. There we go. And then let's do plus 21 hundredths. Okay, so now we can just basically add them, right? All the pieces are the same. So all we have to do is do 30 plus 21. 30 plus 21 hundredths is the same as 51. Okay, now here's the tricky part. Do you add the 100 and the 100 together? Or do you just keep it 100? The answer to that is if you take these and put it over here, right? So how about let's try it. If I would take these guys and put it over here, I'm going to make it not green. I'm going to make it blue so we can see the difference. 21 hundredths. Okay, do we have 51 100ths or do we have 51 200ths? The answer is we just have 51 hundredths filled in. So the whole doesn't change. We still have 100 pieces. So 51 out of 100. All right, so I'm going to take these off, or these blue ones off now, because I don't want anybody to get confused. It's still this much plus that much. All right, kids, I think it's your turn. Don't forget, there is a bonus question. How much would Miss Slater's class have to paint if they are painting the rest of the mural? All right, it's all you. See you next time. Bye.